Yo, 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 yo. Tuesday afternoon, 12 noon. The horn just went off in the city. So here we are, finally, with the December 17th p.m. American turn. And you're going to see the Americans go on the offensive, I think. What do you guys think about that? Americans going on the offensive in the bulge. Okay, let's get going. So the artillery supply phase for the Americans. Let's get on that and move forward. I might even include the night turn here. I might even be able to include the night turn. Let's start off to the left. This guy was fired. Let's flip him. Wait. Status other flip. Remember, all allied artilleries get flipped. They could have 140 of them. It doesn't matter. All allied artillery gets flipped every single time. It's a massive advantage for them. Here's one up here. Flip it. That's two. And did any of these red guys get flipped over here? Well, one of them. Other flip. I think that's because of movement. He didn't actually attack anyone. Alright, so they flipped 3 units. Let's move on. Bridge phase. Did they want to blow a bridge? Let's move over to the left. Do the Americans want to blow a bridge? Negative so far. Do they want to blow a bridge? Nope. Negative so far. They're not in a position. I'm sure they want to blow a bridge, but they're not in a position where that would really help. I've got chores to do after I get done here. Okay, and then near Stavolo, where they held out, St. Vith and Stavolo, the Americans held out, and now they're in a position to go do some damage for themselves. Okay, Americans aren't going to do anything when it comes to blowing bridges. Let's move on. Movement phase from left to right. All right, let's go. Movement for the Allies, that is to say Americans. Let's get rid of the move markers. Again, December 17th p.m. And then I may cover the night turn. We'll see what happens. Okay, any kind of movement that they want to do. Shit, does this guy want to move out of attacker's advantage? Damn. Wow. He might want to hold that. Damn. We might roll roll for disengage here. May also use a disengage at this time. So that'd be right before the combat phase. We're gonna leave that guy there. He may roll for disengagement. I don't know. This guy's hanging tough right here, but he needs help, and he's gonna get some help. Let's also look for improved positions. Okay, when can I gotta start looking at improved positions? Like for instance, this guy right here. Let's look at improved positions. When can you start those? Hold on. Let's see if we can get a real quick answer to that. Improved positions, 15.8. When can you do that? Because I'm beginning to find some places that I want to do that. Improved positions. Units defending in a hex with blah 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 blah. Okay, when can you do this? Okay. Both sides may build IPs. Maybe build in any hex. Okay, I know. When? Construction is too far. An eligible unit that does not move in its movement base may begin to build. Okay, an IP. Very nice. Let's do that. This guy is going to start building an IP right here. Can I build it through here? Build an IP. Solid. So he's going to start building one. If you're not on a village or you haven't moved, that's pretty much what. And then there's certain terrain you can't build on. What about this guy? What's his story? That's a good question. You may have to be infantry to do it. I don't think that armor can do it. Let's go look that up. I want to double check that. Can armor build an IP? I'm almost sure that they cannot. We'll get it real quick. Blah, 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 blah. Wait a minute. Oh, here it is. Okay, infantry type unit may build in. Okay, it's infantry. Okay, so those guys can't do it. Okay, so moving right along, this guy right here, we want to move him. Let's move him to help, and he's going to come in at right here. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. So he goes 1, 2, 3. I can't use, if I used enhanced movement, extended movement, I can't go into this dude's Zoc. So I pretty much got to stop right there. I'd love to see him here, but he can't do it. All right. Anyways, well, look at these guys right here. These guys are B and C. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to move up and come on. They can come in any entry hex that's B or C. Let's see how far up these C's go to. C's, because they need help back here quick. Okay, so they go like all the way up here, but let's actually move out and take a look at the situation. They need help. Where do they need the help? They need the help right back here. So why don't these guys... Interesting. Let's come in up here. Let's come up here. So they're both the same, B and C. They're going to come in right up here. Let's remove their move markers until they actually moved. How about that? Yeah, alright. So let's go back to make everything big again, so people can actually have a chance at seeing what the F is going on here. Okay, what did we do here? What did we do? Okay, we moved him down. He stays here. These guys stay in merch. I'll just call it merch instead of merch. And then you have 5 Falsum Jagers is ready to bust out, so we need to counter them. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to change this up a little. Let's bring these guys down. Let's bring these guys down on second thought. I want to count. I got to counter these characters right here. Let's bring them in from right here. All right, let's bring them in right now too. All right, so 6 movement points, and those roads are half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. 3.5. We're gonna stop 3.5, 4, 5 to right there. And then we'll also bring this guy down as well. He gets to go 7. Where do I want to place him at, though? Do I want to put him at Bissen? Damn, might want to. Let's go take him down to Bissen. Half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4 to right there. Okay, so at least now we have something in front of 5 Falsum Jagers. Okay, so we're going to move up to this guy sitting in Martelang, well, however you say that. These characters are going to move, actually. Yeah, let's move them out. Let's move them out. They're gonna get out of here. So this one's gonna move first. He's gonna go tactical. 1, 2 to right there. This guy will go 1, 2, 3 to right there. Okay. Now, the good thing is, as you know, in a forest, they can't get any friggin' armored shift on you. Okay, so the Americans are placing guys in front, trying to establish front lines. Okay, now this 7-6 right here, I think he's gonna have to bounce. Let's look here and move out and see the big picture. I said the big picture. Okay, so you see what they're doing. This guy's broken right here, but he's going to be able to rally. What I would do is let's get out of there and get in. There's a crossroads right here, which puts us in the woods. See what I'm saying? Puts us in the woods at a crossroad right there. And they can't get an armored shift on us. This guy right here is going to bounce out. He's not going to go on the offensive. He's going to move. So he's going to go here and here. Now, leaving an enemy zone is a +1. Let's maximize the... Okay, so that's a +1. So he's 2, 3, 3.5. So it kicks it to La Roche and Ardennes. Okay, trying to stay alive. There's an engineer at Houffalize. Okay, so what do we got? So now we move into this sector right here, and let's see what we got. They're moving on Vilsam, and look at this artillery right here. We might want to bounce some of these artillery out of here. Yeah, indeed. Let's bounce. Let's bounce an artillery back 1 hex here. And I'm actually going to make this one shit. Yeah, let's actually just... Boy, I could set him up real nice. Let's go ahead and flip him. Let's go ahead and flip this guy. And he gets 5 movement points. Let's do this. Half, 1... 2 to right there. Okay, so obviously we want to get somebody in Trapont right there and be able to defend this guy, but that's a damn good position for him to be while the battle moves to him from Stavolo into L'Église or Trapont or Stumont, whatever the hell. These guys right here, before we move them, let's get this guy going. Let's see what he can do. What is this? This guy he's disrupted. That's going to come off. And this guy that's going to come off. So what you want to do, he's going to tactical move into Vilsam. This guy, well, actually, he'll go right here. And then this guy, he can go 3, but he'll just go 2 into that hex right there. Actually, it would be better if he just moved right here. That way they can't move due north on that road right there. It'd be better if he just moved right there. So, okay, so they're setting up a little defense for Vilsam. Moving right along, let me move into the Saint-Vith area. Again, I'm going to make this smaller so I can get a better view of what's going on. Okay, what is going on right here? Okay, so I move them around Vilsam. Let's look. Okay, so let's look at Saint-Vith. Okay, Saint-Vith. You want to link up with their defense right here. What I would do is, shit, I would move out of that. I'd move up. Do you want to give up Saint-Vith and stay alive? I think it may be time to do that. I think it may be time to do that because they're gonna. Yeah, I think it may be time to do that. Let's move back. Like, for instance, we're going to move Zoc to Zoc. We're going to put him right there. That's a good place for him because now you have Zoc bonds linking up here. Not a Zoc bond technically, but zones of control projected into these 2 hexes from this unit and that one. That's nice. These guys, well, he's got it engaged, so he's going to have to get out of there. But what I think this guy will do is, wow, He's holding it down right there, but he could get encircled. I think it would be prudent if these guys could get out of here. He's gonna bounce actually. So that's 2. Or does he stay right there? Does St. Beth... You can't really do it with all this shit coming on up, dude. You've got to get out of there. All this power coming up, ugh, I don't like it. I don't like it. But what if he fails his disengagement? This guy's lending really nice support right there, but they got to get out of here. Damn. No fighting. I really don't want to move him out of the village, but they're about to be surrounded and killed. So why he can't move, or it remains to be seen if he can. Let's bounce this guy out of here. 2, 3 to right here. And he can go extended to right there, and 5. So let's review. He's leaving his zone of control. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. He's into a friggin' village right there. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, so what do we got going on here, right now? Damn. Stavolo, that 4-4-3 was a 6-7-3, and they took a hit. What is this guy? This guy's, they're pretty strong right there. I think it may be time for the 9th armor to like get back and do something. So they're gonna bounce out of here. 2, 4, 6 to right there. Okay, solid. And then this guy will go to this village right here. Bang. Okay. Nice, I guess. And then what do you have here? So, okay, so let's slide over in this direction a little bit. Okay, so St. Bith, you guys are kind of hung out to dry, but that's how it be like. All right. So, anyways, so the 766 is somebody's gonna get into this fuel dump. Good thing that these guys did not get an advance after combat and learn the last attack. That fuel dump would be covered. This 966 is gonna bounce into that fuel dump. Actually, the 766 will be. But actually, shit. Let's do this. Let's have the 766 jump into that fuel dump. Bingo. That's actually 2.5, 3 to right there. Okay? And then this character, before we move these other armored units, let's bring, I want this guy, where is he? He's way up here? No, dude, that doesn't work. But actually it does. He's going to get a truck. Give him a truck. Give him a truck. And he's going to go 12 movement points. That's the 30th. The first unit from the 30th Infantry Division is going to come on in Liège. Half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are you now? I need to. So you use 5 movement points. I want to get you in a Trapon is what I want you to do. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice fill right there. Beautiful. I like that. And he's got the artillery at his back, even though they're not active right now. Excellent. I like that. Now, this guy down here in J World, I simply want him to... He's going to come on. Has to come on in J. That's the only J. He's got 3. So, he's going to... When he comes on, he's immediately in a zone of control, and he stops right there. Alright, solid. And that's it for all the American reinforcements, but they still got some guys to move. So look what they've done. They've moved into Trapon really nice. They've got guys into like defending Ville-Somme, and we still got some guys that we have to move. Mainly this 9-6 that 9-6, and this guy right here. And then we got all this green shit down here that we got to deal with. This guy, oh, actually, we got him, and him. So let's do this. We're going to swing him around, but he's got a grief problem. He's not going to be moving very far. That's 3. That's 5 to right there. Okay. Now, these characters right here, half 1 plus 2 is 3. 4 to right there. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, wow. That's amazing. I don't know what they're going to be able to do, but that is letting the Germans know that the 7th Armored is up in their grill. Okay, so let's move this guy second, because he knows he's got all these green guys behind him. Let's move him. He's going to go 1 tactical right up in there. Very nice. And then this guy may even get on top of him. This guy's going to go, because they know they got all these green guys about to move up. So what he's going to do is go half plus 2 is 3, 4, and he gets on top with him. He stacks with him. Look at this. All of a sudden, Germans got a little bit of a problem going on, and now we're going to move all these guys up. The 2nd division right here, let's move them up. They may go extended, they may not. 1, 2. Man, what to do here? Wow, do we want to move across that river? I don't know. 3 to right there. This guy. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Let's bring these guys up as well. What do we got? We got 4 units from the 99th right here. That's cool. And what are they going to do? They can go 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3 to right there. Very nice. And these characters right here will simply kick it on up to Eisenborn right there. Yeah. He stays here, and he stopped because he moved into his art. Well, now these artillery guys. Very nice. Move them 1 hex. 1 hex. Are these guys inclined to stay on a road? This one's going to move 5. He's going to flip and go 5. Which is 1, 2, 3, 3.5. He has to stop there. And that's fine. I don't want them to be in any sort of trouble. These guys may be in trouble, but it is what it is. I want them to be on that village. That's it for now. Notice what I did not do. I did not set anybody up for night movement, and that's fine. That's fine. That's not the end of the world, because these guys moved really well. Let's see what they have coming on next turn. Turn record. Let me go see if I get anybody watching this shit. No, nobody's watching. Awesome. Nobody in. People have to work. You know how it is. People gotta work. All right. Sweet. Go back to here. I get a lot of views at after the fact. So next year's when they get next turn is when in 18th AM they get the massive haul from the 82nd and 101st plus like 4 other units. Okay, let's start at the left and see if first of all if we have any combats, and we're not going to forget. Actually, it's rally phase right now. Rally before that, and then we're going to try some disengagements. So let's go ahead and rally. We're on the left. I don't see anybody to rally. I know we have some. Good. The Americans are just pouring in here, man. They're just pouring in here. The Germans better friggin' do something. Okay, here's 2 units to rally. There, he comes off. He comes off. Removed. That's good. Don't we have a broken in here somewhere? Is there a broken guy? Is anybody broken? No? Here? Trapon? What about... Nope, they didn't lose that battle. I don't see anybody I thought one unit was broken. No? Let's make this smaller and I can see more shit. I thought a unit was broken. Maybe I'm flashing, I don't know. We took off 2 disrupted. Oh yeah, there is a broken. Way the hell up here. Oh yeah. Flip him down to disruption. Alright, solid. Excellent. Okay, back to high-end resolution. Not really. Okay, so let's start from the left and see. Would the Americans like to do any attacks? What is this crap? Any attacks? What about here? What is this guy? He's a 453. I don't think we want to do any attacks. I don't think we want to do any attacks because we could muster 2, 4, and 5 would be 9 against. No, we don't. No, that could possibly be a 3-to-1, but he would use his artillery. No, we don't want to do that. Here, no, we're gonna stay on the defensive over here just for now as we start to get all these units in here. Here, nothing. Definitely not going on the attack anywhere on this side of the board, that's for sure. But we're going to get into this interesting area over here. I'm going to set this 1 attack up. Possibly, maybe. Possibly, maybe. The Germans still have a little bit of an advantage, but not that much. Okay, do we have any attacks here? These guys could attack right here, 1st SS. Wow, that would be unbelievable. So what they have is a 766. They can muster 16 against the 15. And then, no, that would not be a good attack because it would be 16 against 15 with a 1-to-1, and you could like 4. That's not going to change it. And then you're going to be outgunned on the armor. So as much as we would like to do an attack, what about these 2 guys here? You got one guy moving across. He would be halved. Him right there. And these guys are, they're like a 7. And they would neutralize your... No, it's like 9 plus like 5 would be 14. It'd be like 2-to-1. Not really worth it, man. Not really worth it. The Americans are just short, but they're going to have... They're trying to get American artillery. That's what really makes shit work here. They're not going to attack him. They're not going to attack here. So let's do the few disengagements that they wanted to do. They had a couple of disengagements. There's a disengage right here, but they're not moving. That's going to come off. Okay, they don't want to. They don't want to move. We're going to remove that. We're going to remove the truck as well. Go to return to holding box, and that's what you have there. And there's this other St. Vith disengagement. They really want to get out of here. Okay, so let's bring up the... Not turn record track now. We don't want that. We do want this. Disengagement. No, next one. Player aid, disengagement. Alright, so the unit is green. They're going to be a +1. So here comes their roll. The unit is green. Here's the roll. So you get a 2, it makes it a 3. Yes, they can disengage. All right. So St. Vith, they're going to take it anyway, man. And plus you have all these guys coming. They could just like totally encircle you. So yeah, they can retreat and remove. And they can go to, he's going to go here and here. All right. It's now 12:30, probably 30 minutes into this video. I think we could go ahead and do the... Well, wait a minute. Let's let them wrap their turn up first. No combat, traffic marker, and then supply and surrender phase. So let's do, let's get two roadblock, traffic markers right here and see what the Americans want to do. What do they want to stop? All right, let's, this one's a 3, it's got 2. We got, where do we place these? Where do we place these? Damn. Well, I don't think they're really needed here that much. Do you want to put one in Leglise? I don't really think the need is that bad for that. You need to place these somewhere else, over by up by these guys right here. I think that would be well placed. Let's, now he's sitting on a friggin' crossroads right there, which is huge. Let's go ahead and place one, number 3, right here. And let's go place number 1. Like, where are these dudes at over here? What's going on? We already got one placed right there. Okay, now what? How can we stop the no, not them, the 5th Balsam Jagers? We might want to throw one up in front of them. Do we really want to do that? How about right here at this crossroad? Yeah, let's throw one right there. Let's roll the 2 dice. It's a 6 and 5 have to come off. Let's go to the other end. 6 and 5 have to come off. Okay, 6 and 5. Yeah, they want to get rid of this 2. That's clogging up all sorts of shit. 6 and 5, bro. Let's go smaller. Where are they? Okay, here's 5. Return to holding box. Now we got to find 6. Finding these a pain in the ass sometimes. Where is 6? Where is 6? Anything on the left side? I put 2 over here. I placed 4 and 1 over here. Okay, that should do it for that side. 4 and 1. Oh, wait a minute. Something's right here. There's 6 right under here. Okay, he goes to holding box. Okay, so that's what you have. Now we got to do a surrender roll. And that could make these guys surrender, the 106, these characters right here. So we go to the find the surrender box and see what we roll. So if they roll a 3, 4, 5, or 6, they're dead. Here's the roll: 3, 4, 5, or 6. 3, 4, 5, or 6. These characters are dead. Okay, we'll remove that. Him. That releases like the whole 18th division. Remove. And these guys are not, you can't even bring them back. They are, it's not eliminated, they surrendered. Is there a distinction between the two? Combat, loose up, eliminated? Huh, there should be a difference between eliminated and surrendered. But status, surrender, there it is. Click, gone. Wow. All right. That is, well, hey, that's what happened in real life. So now the whole 18th division is available. All right. So now what do we do? So it's at the end of the turn. Yeah, that's the end of the ally play. Let's go ahead and do the night turn real quick. So we have 1 movement, but we have reinforcements. So let me go ahead and turn to night, and we do have reinforcements coming on. Night turns and replacements. So, okay, so if we look at the turn record chart, the British go first, I mean the Americans, and what happens, they're going to get 1 infantry unit. One infantry step, or they can draw from the eliminated box. Let's see what we got here. They got quite a few, but I know where they're going with this. If they're able to. If this is legal, this is what they're going to do. They're going right to the logical place to go here is to build this guy up in Stavolo. Okay. Question is, can you build somebody up if they're adjacent to the enemy? I think you can, but let's get confirmation of that. Blah 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 blah. Okay. During each night, replacements are used. Blah 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 blah. Play. Okay, so it's, for them, it's got to be an infantry type. Okay. Must be placed in a friendly controlled city, town. Okay, that's if you're bringing somebody up on the dead pile. Oh, may not be placed adjacent to an enemy unit. Okay, so that would have been the logical place to put your half step, but you may not do that adjacent to an enemy unit. I didn't think that was a problem, but apparently it is. So do we have any guys that need to be built up, or we could pull somebody out of the dead pile? You can't be adjacent to the enemy. Did not know that. Okay, because I'd love to build him back up to that 673, but it ain't happening. What about over here real quick? Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I guess we're going to have to bring somebody out of the dead pile. Okay, so let's move over to this area. I'd like to put somebody in Leglise. So what is got to be... What's the closest, like... So there's certain rules for bringing people out of the dead pile. And this is kind of a pain in the ass, but bringing somebody out of the dead pile... Okay, if you bring them out of the dead pile, units of dead pile supply, down gauge, can receive replacements. Okay, must be placed in a friendly controlled city, town, or entry hex. A town. A town. What about Spa? Spa's a town. May not be placed adjacent to the enemy. It must be placed within 5 hexes of another unit with the same core identity color. Okay. So, Spa is not really going to work. Damn it. Yeah. Okay, what about Ville-Somme? We can do that. Let's throw somebody in Ville-Somme. And a 28th is right there, so it's got to be somebody from the 28th with 1 stacking point. Alright, I'm sure we got a bunch of those dead guys. That would work. 28th right here. This works. He's going back in. Put him on Ville-Somme. End of story. Okay, let's get him over there. And he stacks in there really nice. He's where I don't know where the hell I am right now. Alright, Ville-Somme is right here. He stacks, and it's a similar unit right here. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so that's that. Do the Brits have any units they need to move in the night turn? No. Hold on. Let me go to the turn track. I know they don't. Okay, I'm moving this over to night. Okay, so we switched this. Since they don't have any night turn movable units, they did take a reinforcement. Now we move to the Germans. And the Germans are going to get 2. Yeah, they get 2. They get armored, and they also get an infantry. So they have quite a few guys that they like to build up. But again, much like the Americans, like they would love to build this guy up, but he's adjacent to the enemy. Can't do it. This guy right here, would love to build him up, adjacent to the enemy. Can't do it. So it looks like that's really a bummer too. I'd love to build those 2 units up. Can't do it. Okay, so this 560th right here, we're going to build him up, and this is our infantry right here. Okay, here's our infantry right here. So what happens is he gets the status, combat, movement, no other, gain step, and then he gets this this friggin' replacement marker right there. Okay, so that's as far as movement. that affects his movement. And now we got to place German armor a step or pull something out of the damn box. I have places I'd like to do, but I can't. They're adjacent to the enemy, so that sucks. Any of these guys need armor? No. The two guys that need armor are actually him right there, and he's next to the enemy. Can't do it. So we're going to pull something out of the box. That guy's mechanized. Oh, by the way, mechanized infantry counts as infantry, which is pretty nice. Okay, we're going to have to pull somebody out of the box for mechanized. So what do we have? Like this guy right here, he's going to have to come off. I can. This guy's not eligible. He never arrived. So this guy is mechanized infantry. Let me read about that real quick. Like replacements. If a player, if a player receives 2 replacements, one may be used for infantry, which we did, and the other may be used for either tank, recon, or flank, or used for another infantry. So he's technically mechanized infantry, so he gets to come back on. And again, where would he go to? He would go to within 5 hexes of the next, and it's got to be a town. So let's bring him down and see what we can do. This shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I don't want to have to bring him on off board. Let me just put him right here at Wames for now, and let me see what I could do. Oh, wait a minute. German units may be played. Oh, well, that's alternatively. If a unit bring in from the dead pile, then the units arrive under the following restrictions. So, friendly controlled city, town, or entry hex. Alternatively, German units may be placed in any entry hex labeled KLM. What is the word alternatively? Does that mean they have to? Shit. KL or M. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's bring him from KL or M. And that kind of stinks, but whatever. KL or M. Yeah. Alright, so he's going to come KL or M. Shit. Let's bring this guy in from L. Okay, so he's going to come in right there. And I believe, does he get to move 1 hex or 1 movement point? Alright, either way, they bring him back on. That's all I care about. Let's bring this guy. He's going to get his marker replacement right there. German armored infantry, whatever. Alright, so that's done. And the Germans have 1 night marker right here. And they're going to go ahead and move this guy. Let's take the marker off. And return a holding box. And this guy is the only one that can move right now. He wants to head up towards 7th, 12th SS, his buddies. So let's do this. Half, 1, 2, 3. I don't think you played that right. Let's go back. Yeah, that's where he was. Let's try this another way. Half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that'll be the best way to go. All right, that is the end of the American December 17th p.m. turn and the follow-up night turn. So we're going to go into December 18th a.m. for the Germans. Let's see what's on tap for that. So German army boundary line restrictions removed. Okay, so what this right here, this yellow and black right here, that means they don't have to stay on one side of that boundary. They can just, it's a bum rush. They can do whatever the hell they want. So the Americans, and you're going to get a humongous Yeah, Führer comes in, so that's a division of armored mechanized, so that comes in, not the strongest unit, but this amazing stack of 82nd, 101st, and like 4 other small units come in on the AM turret. That's like, look at this right here. Look at this. They're getting all of that. They're getting all of that. The Germans get this. Okay, so that's what you're going to get December 18th, and those line boundary restrictions are over. Let's take a look at the front, shall we? So this is it. 7th Army started off well, but they've cooled the hell off, mostly because they don't have their shit together with... I'm going to take these off. I'm going to take the prime movers off and put them in their holding areas. Return to holding box. Let's get all the prime movers off. Turn to holding box. There's one over here. Yes, let's get these moved because they're starting to get to the front. We got one up here somewhere. There's a prime mover. Return to holding box, and one more. What's under here? Yeah, there's the other. That's the last one. Okay, well, let's go talk about what's going on here, and let's see. Do I have any chats or any damn thing going on? Nothing going on. That's great. All right, so what you have over here, 7th started off great. They definitely cooled it, but they're waiting for their artillery. You need one here, you need one here. There is one down here. So the Americans have pretty much evened the score, if not moved ahead in terms of manpower over there. Yeah, is what it is. Over here, 5th Folsom Jagers, they had a breakthrough. Nobody to stop them. These two guys come in as reinforcements. Hey, welcome to my world. That's how it is. American reinforcements are just going to appear and put up and just get in front of the Germans that were getting ready to break out. And they didn't have anybody in front of them. Now they do, these two guys. And that's just how it is. Moving on over here. So we have yet to see Lair make an impact in this game. Let's move out a little bit so we can see Lair's heading up this road, and one of the roadblock type things got taken off, so it's free movement. So Lair is just going to push right ahead. You got these little chump change units right over here. You got 2nd Panzer up here, and this guy's sitting right here. This guy's sitting right here. They're not going to be able to stop Lair and 2nd Panzer. However, in this sector, about 2 turns away, are those massive U.S. 2 airborne divisions are going to come in right in these sectors to face off against these guys. So the Germans have like 1 turn to make a massive breakout, and maybe that Führer can come up behind these guys. I don't know if that's how I want to use them, but that's the 26th is moving on their left flank, but Lair's coming up. They haven't even been in a battle yet, Lair. 2nd's been doing all the damage. All right, so now you've seen the Americans basically move out of St. Vith. Right here, the Americans have moved out of St. Vith, and the Germans, 106 surrendered, so 18th is going to be able to move up and help out. Yeah, 18th's going to be able to move out. And so what we have, this is going to move into Ville-Somme. Now, Ville-Somme's got some guys in front of it. Here, this 4, this 1, this 2, 2, 3, a mishmash of units here. And another unit from the 28th came back as a reinforcement. And you have this artillery right here and the engineer in here. So Ville-Somme is not going to be easy for them to take. Okay, let's see how they play it. They don't necessarily have to do a frontal attack on Ville-Somme, but let's see how they play that. Okay, and then what you have back here, so that's the 62nd, the 18th, and the 116th are going to be able to move on Ville-Somme. All right, moving over to 6th Panzer Army. This is interesting as hell right here. Very interesting. What do we have right here? The Americans decided not to attack right here. Okay, 966, 7th Armored. There's a fuel dump underneath that guy. They got a guy here, and they just trucked in this unit from the 30th right here up into Trapoint. They'll have artillery next turn right there. And you've got this guy. We couldn't build him up. And so it looks like the Germans have stalled out right here in a battle. They couldn't take Stavolo last turn in a battle. It looks like they may have stalled out. However, you've got this 3rd Fallschirmjägers heading up with 12th SS. 12th SS, much like Panzer Lehr, have yet to be in a factor in any of this. So they got this guy coming up here, here. You got what, 2 guys here, 2 guys here. So they're going to be a factor. They got to do some shit, and then the Americans transitioned up to get on this river right here. So you see the positions that they've taken, and they're just going to get a massive amount of guys, but most of those are going to be those 2 airborne divisions coming in on the other side to try to stop second Panzer and Lehr. So this is what you have, and then the Germans hold Malmedy, but they do have 12th SS coming up. And then you have a smattering 277, 326 back here. They're going to move up a little bit, keep the pressure on, and that's what you have. So the Germans have to get their artillery forward. That's the name of this game, because it seems like they move, but they never get to the front. So you guys got these guys looking at each other from across this river, and you're gonna see all these characters like fill up in here behind Malmedy. And this, what's going on here is very interesting to me. Germans are gonna see if they can take Stavolo again. But now they got to contend with him, and him. So with more coming, so it's going to be hectic. So let's just move out right here, get the big picture. 12th SS has got to get in there and turn the tide of this. They've got to turn the tide. I don't know how they're going to do it. Which way should they go? Very interesting. So I'm John. This is the end of the well, let's look at it. The turn record. The end of 2 full days, the 16th and the 17th, and the Americans have pretty much slowed them down in 6th Panzer area. And here we're going to come back for the December 18th AN German turn. And that ought to be interesting. I might even do that tonight. But I'm John. I'm out. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.